Another eventful village board meeting in South suburban Dolton.
I have the seat now, whether you like it or not. I am your mayor.
And Mayor Tiffany Henyard once again told residents she'll be victorious in her run for a second term.
Know this, I am going to come through on a landslide, just like Trump did.
All the people outside, they let not one person in.
It's one thing to win, but let's do it properly and let the people really have a voice. The people's voice was taken today.
Well, you guys know I haven't done a Tiffany Henyard video in some time. But in that time that I haven't been doing the videos, there's been a lot of things going on in Thornton Township and also in Dolton. Now, she's been having a lot of trouble with the trustees in Dolton, and she's also been having trouble with the residents. So they had a Dolton meeting a couple days ago, and again, people took to the podium to get after her and tell her how she feels. And you know Tiffany not to be undone. She's telling everybody she's going to win in a landslide. Man, listen, I got this. Now, we know that Tiffany Henyard, since she's been in office, they've been coming after her, trying to get her up out of there, right? Now, they say that there's been misappropriated funds. We had a trustee get accused of SA assault, even though he was found basically not guilty of it. They didn't bring no charges, right? We know that she was doing a pay for play allegedly. There's just so much stuff, man. She hired her boyfriend. Remember, her boyfriend was a married man, and she was sleeping with a married man while holding the office, right? But Fox 32 did an interview with the embattled mayor to basically see if it's all worth it. And how is she feeling it? And does she really want to run for re-election to be the mayor of Dolton and the supervisor of Thornton Township? And this is what she told Fox 32 and the public.
As we've reported, controversial Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard also serves as the Thornton Township supervisor.
But in the spring, voters will have the chance to elect someone new or give her another term.
Tonight, in an exclusive one-on-one interview, our Nate Rogers gets her side. He joins us live with her message. Nate.
Yeah, absolutely, Scott and Dawn. Good evening to the both of you. We spoke exclusively to Supervisor Tiffany Henyard about an hour or so ago. She spoke about those trustees continuing to boycott her meetings. She also talked about funds that she believes that taxpayers here are owed. But in terms of tonight's caucus, she calls the process unfair.
Us here at Thornton Township, we always had a primary. Always. We never not had a primary where 10,000 residents come out and express who they want.
In just 2 hours, Thornton Township residents will get to slate their candidate for supervisor, clerk, highway commissioner, and 4 trustee seats. Democratic committeeman Senator Napoleon Harris is hosting the caucus. Harris is also expected to throw his own name in the hat for supervisor. Tiffany Henyard has been supervisor in Thornton Township for 2 years. She's been criticized for lack of transparency on spending. Monthly meetings have also been stalled as Henyard and the board continue to battle over a vacant trustee seat. Henyard says she will indeed attend tonight's caucus to win support from residents.
Can I ask you a real question? Sure. Is it really worth it? In terms of just everything that you've gone through.
I want to show the youth of today and tomorrow what it looks like to come out of controversy. Yes, y'all done ran my name through the mud and did everything, but guess what? As you pull the third on me, I must grow from it, and I will grow from it because I done went through it, but now I'm going to grow from it.
And of course, we reached out to Senator Napoleon Harris's representatives for comment on tonight's story. We have not yet heard back. Fox 32 will indeed attend both caucuses tonight. There's one caucus for the Republican ticket, a second caucus for the Democratic ticket. In our 9 o'clock newscast, we'll be sure to bring you more information on our exclusive interview with Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. As the latest here in South Holland, Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
Now, you guys know, since I've been covering this story, I always said that all of those people need to be out of there, man. Because why was she qualified in the first place? And you guys remember 2 years ago when she was in the Thornton Township, she spoke about Frank Zuccarelli and saying that he was stealing money. Y'all remember this?
I remember I told everybody when I first became supervisor here that the previous administration and some of them sitting in the crowd was stealing. Did they want to write that story? No, they did not. Because right is right. Y'all wanted to keep that on hush, but nobody would say nothing. But I did. But nobody in the media would say anything. And I hope you're recording this, Lance Journal, and put it in your paper. because I'm still telling that story. So now that I created a Tiffany on the Move podcast to tell my story, since don't nobody want to pick it up and I'm being attacked by the media left or right, I am telling y'all my story. And truth will be heard on the podcast because no one wants the truth to come out of what they did before me. But while I took office, when I took office, we done a great job. We have got allocated over $15 million, but nobody wrote about that, right? Nobody else went and got that more money than me in the board here. We got $1 million to help the at-risk youth. We put them all back to work. We also gave out 80 scholarships up to $2,500. People have graduated and got jobs and will be working here at the Township when they get out of school. But no one's telling you all the good things we do. Everybody want to make it like we're bad when they were bad. They were the one that had it before me and did nothing with it. Why was the number so low? Why wasn't they feeding people in the food pantry, but they were spending the money out of the food pantry, but wasn't feeding the people, right? But these all the facts and things that I'm gonna put out there just to lay the groundwork so people can know what to look for. Do not follow people because they so negative, because misery need company. That's what they need. So don't hang with people that ain't actually growing a community. Go talk to people that want to uplift the black and brown communities, the ones that's neglected.
Now, we know that Tiffany Henyard and her boyfriend has been grifting the Dolton, Illinois, the city of Dolton, or the parish of Dolton, and also the township. And we know that she wasn't voted in. She was put in there in the last minute, right? And I always say that Trustee Gonzalez should be interviewed because should be investigated. Because I was always wondering, why was she put in that place? Why was she put in this position in the first place when you guys automatically said that she wasn't, she didn't have the credentials to hold the job? I feel like they put her there because they felt like that they can control her. They felt like that she would be a yes woman, right? She didn't have the credentials to be able to, in the leadership qualities, to be able to exhibit the behavior and the know-how to do the job, especially to be the supervisor and the mayor. But y'all put her there anyway. You guys need to be investigated. But let's look at what happened in this Dolton, Illinois meeting and how the residents was really getting at her and the way that Tiffany Henyard struck back. Check this out.
New at 10 tonight, renewed calls for a change at the top in South suburban Dolton.
Of course, we are talking about Mayor Tiffany Henyard, and our Jermont Terry was there as residents lined up to give her an earful. Jermont.
Eric and Joe, tonight's regular scheduled Village Hall meeting turned into political antics where the opponents for Mayor Tiffany Henyard say they're counting the days until she is voted out, but the mayor insisting she isn't giving up or losing that seat. Monday night's Dolton Village meeting started 30 minutes late.
We are awaiting Mayor Henyard to arrive. We will give another 5 minutes.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard delayed the meeting with no explanation. It gave residents something quickly to complain about.
Just sacrificed 32 minutes to an individual that doesn't give a damn about anybody's time but hers. Okay?
Mayor Henyard listened as one by one residents gave her an earful.
Very much so concerned about this culture of corruption.
They spoke about the change they want to see.
Clean House 2025, and clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
That was the ongoing theme as people took more personal jabs at the mayor.
We cannot let her get back and to be a mayor, and we already know she's not gonna win that supervisor seat. That is done.
After taking the insults, the mayor threw her own verbal punches.
The disrespect that you guys displayed at that mic is unbelievable.
While the FBI continues its probe into the village and questions still remain about the village spending, Henyard drives 1 point home.
I have the seat now, whether you like it or not. I am your mayor.
And about her losing that seat in 2025, she told the crowd,
I won my seat by 82%. Know this. I am going to come through on a landslide just like Trump did. Know that I will be victorious in the upcoming election.
We're not your damn subjects. We are your bosses. We are the citizens of Dolton. And you will not continue to treat us like this because you are on the way out.
Now, there are several people running for mayor and also for the trustee positions. So with the new year just around the corner, we can expect many more jabs as the elections draw near. Reporting live in Dolton tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
So now we get to Thornton Township. And what took place in that Thornton Township meeting, they brought a caucus together. They brought a caucus together to all come together and vote to get Tiffany Henyard out of there. And within 7 minutes, Tiffany Henyard was finished, kaput, over. She's not allowed or will be able to run for re-election. She's not going to be on the ballot. They got her out of there. They brought in, but we'll see the guy that they brought in to run on the Democratic ballot, right? The Democratic ticket. Tiffany Henyard was very upset. And she kept asking, why won't you let my supporters in? But it looks kind of like when Tiffany Henyard would change the locks on in Dolton and wouldn't let people into meetings. She wasn't showing up to meetings. Well, they gave her back a taste of her own medicine over there in Thornton Township. This is what they did.
Val, embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard calling what unfolded last night illegal. Her supporters this morning echoing that sentiment.
For the first time in 30 years, Thornton Township Democrats used a caucus to determine who will be on the April ballot. A packed gym at the Homewood Flossmoor Park District erupted in cheers as the fiery caucus denied incumbent Tiffany Henyard, who's faced criticism over township spending, nominating State Senator Napoleon Harris instead as a Democratic challenger for the position.
We want to get the township back on track, back to where we feel it should be, and the only way you could do that is make a change.
I am so enthused about what took place this evening. Like I said, although I didn't get inside right at that time, but just to see the people and everyone so happy and delighted that there's going to be a change.
Those seeking the nomination needed all 8 people for their slate, which includes supervisor, highway director, clerk, assessor, and 4 trustees. Henyard did not have a certified assessor on her ticket, deeming her invalid for consideration.
Y'all gotta let the people lead. This is not right.
Henyard says some of her supporters were not allowed inside the caucus last night, criticizing the voting process. Keith Price calling what happened an atrocity.
Last night meeting, to me, was the biggest form of voter suppression I've ever seen in my life.
An attorney for Harris denies the claim, saying people started showing up early yesterday afternoon to have a spot inside the gym. As a Democratic Party committeeman, Harris holds the right to decide whether the nominee is determined through a caucus or primary. Price says this tactic was deceitful and estimates at least 200 people were still standing outside the cold, waiting to get in when the meeting began.
Not to respect the people and just wait until everyone got vetted and allowed in if they were legally able to participate in the caucus. They chose to me, do something that was very underhanded and deceptive.
So as of now, Tiffany Henyard can only be a write-in candidate for the election in April. There's a special Thornton Township board meeting scheduled for tomorrow.
So a black man, Illinois State Senator Napoleon Harris, will be nominated for this position. So they're going to put another black man in that position in Thornton Township. I keep telling you guys, I'm going to say this, and I really mean this. We got to stop talking down on each other as a people and start really believing and understanding and knowing who we are as a people. Just because we had a Tiffany Henyard in there that was unqualified doesn't mean that we don't have black people that are very qualified. We have a lot of intelligent, resilient, strong black people that are very sufficient and capable of getting the job done. We have to support those people. And everybody ain't raccoons. We have to support those people, man. You know, the identity politics, because she looked like she was the young hip hop mayor and all these things. I really believe that those trustees over there in Thornton Township put this woman in position because they felt like that they can control her. They knew that she wasn't qualified. They knew that she didn't have the leadership qualities. So a lot of the blame comes from these other educated people of the township. You guys knew what you were doing. She came in saying that Zuccarelli was stealing. Zuccarelli was already in battle in certain things. We studied and we saw what was going on with the past mayor of Mr. Rogers, the past mayor of Dolton. They already was in brought in different scandals and stuff like this, man. So how did she get in this position in the first place? What I'm saying is, I don't want the country, when you look around and you see black people in prominent or powerful positions, because they always take one and put it on all of us and say, well, look at those people. No, that's just Tiffany Henyard. That has nothing to do with the masses of our people, man. That's Tiffany and her foolishness. We have a lot of intelligent black people that are capable. And we have to be mindful of that when we're going in on some of our people, because other groups that's not black is watching. And they tend to take these things and put it on the whole group. So I hope this new fella that's running for office, I hope that he's capable and able and willing to do the right thing and bring Thornton Township back. I hope that they can get somebody in Dolton that's capable, that look like us as well, because the majority of folk that's there are people that look like us. So we just need sufficient black people that can get in there and do the job. That's it. That's it. Because we actually have them. So I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.